Epcot, and I'm actually meeting some friends here today, so I don't know how much I'm going to be actively videotaping, but there are a few things happening today that are pretty exciting. One, it is Dapper Day, so there are some people who are really dressed to the nines, and hopefully maybe some of them will let me videotape them, or you'll just see people behind me who are dressed really, really nicely. It is also the anniversary of the day my wife Courtney and I met, so that's cool. It's also the 5-year anniversary of us moving to Florida and me being an official Florida resident. I don't know if I want to celebrate that one quite as much, but I am recording this on April 20th. There's also some negative things associated with that as well, but we're gonna try to have a really good day at Epcot and gonna ride some rides, probably have a little bit of food, and we'll have fun.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here! All aboard! Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination. For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing. And each of us imagines different things. From just a sound, your mind has wings.
All together, if you would please read line 3 and hit.
With F-I-G-N-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment. One spark of light can light your fancy. Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly.
I say imagination must be captured and controlled.
Imagination works best when it's set free.
You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I made my house an innovation. Imagination really comes around. It's down by up and upside down.
see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast.
Of inspiration is at the heart of all creation.
So I'm actually about to leave Epcot for the day. I met up with my friends. Shout out to Muzik, her hubby, and my good friend Greg. All of them I was so excited to meet up with or meet for the first time. All of them. You can actually hear Muzik did a podcast episode about Run Disney a few weeks back, and she was talking about running this weekend in the springtime surprise. So she had to get back to the hotel to get rest for tomorrow's race. She's gonna have to be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning for that. And didn't really do a whole lot at Epcot. We sat and talked on a bench. They got margaritas in Mexico, and then we rode Figment. So it wasn't a very busy day at Epcot for us, and this isn't going to be a long video, but sometimes it's fun to just look at the topiaries, ride a ride with a short wait time, and just relax. I'm literally just sitting on a bench right now in the shade. There's a breeze coming past me. Every once in a while I get to see the monorail, and I'm just watching people walk into Epcot. There's probably not somebody within 40 yards of me. And it's just nice and relaxing. And sometimes I think these are the things in life that we rush past sometimes. I'm also watching the Dodgers game on my phone, and last night, like I said, I don't know when I'm going to air this, but last night at midnight, so today, the new Pearl Jam album was released. I guess it was 2 days ago. The new Pearl Jam album was released, but I got to listen to it at about midnight last night because I worked 12 and a half hours, and my wife Courtney actually bought me a CD copy because I'm old. And I was about to pop in the brand new Pearl Jam album, and I was watching the Dodger game, and I had just made myself some food after a 12 and a half hour work day. I had some pierogies and some pretzels with hummus. I had some ice cold sodas. And I was just thinking, like, there's a lot of negativity in the world right now. There's a lot of bad stuff happening, and I'm not trying to diminish that stuff at all, because it's bad, and we have to find a way to fight through it. However, we also have to take time to enjoy the moments that make it worth fighting for what's right and muscling through the bad times. And I got to come to Epcot today, get to see some of my friends. Got to walk around, look at the topiaries. And now I'm just sitting, people watching in my favorite theme park. Watching the Dodgers with Shohei Ohtani. And it's these moments that we have to cherish, remember, and think like it doesn't always have to be about rushing from ride to ride. It doesn't always have to be about the popcorn bucket or the collector's pin or really anything. Like sometimes it can just be, I'm gonna sit on that bench and I'm gonna look at Spaceship Earth and I'm gonna watch the monorail and I'm gonna watch people on their vacation get their pictures taken and just enjoy the atmosphere. I'm gonna go home in a few minutes and my wife Courtney will be there. She was rested after a tough week of work, and my cat Cassie. And sometimes we just focus too much on the negatives, and we have to keep our eye on the negatives. We have to work on the negatives. But there's sometimes when you should just sit down and realize this is a good time to be alive too. There's a little bit of my philosophy. If you're wondering what I think about the new Pearl Jam album, Dark Matter, I really, really like it. I've been a fan of theirs since almost the beginning. A few years after they got big. Just because of my age. And when I was really sitting there, I was thinking like, I don't know how many more times I'm gonna get to listen to a new Pearl Jam album for the first time. Like maybe if I'm lucky, 2 or 3. So that put me in a really good mindset. I liked it. There were no songs that really stuck out to me as being like, oh, this is like one of my new jams. But I did like the album as a whole, and it was a good experience to sit and listen to it. I think some of the more personal songs that Eddie Vedder wrote might have been better for his solo stuff than for the band's album, but that's just nitpicking. I'm just happy I have another Pearl Jam record, and yeah, life's better than we think sometimes, so keep that in mind. Do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon.